Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick little video, especially for you girls that were in the Clean Eating Challenge with me last week, and for anyone that's going to be joining me in future clean eating programs. If you're watching this from the knitting community, those that know me from my knitting podcast, I'm Knitting Den, but if you're watching for the first time and you've never met me, I'm Denise Schultz and I'm also a Beachbody coach, and I've just started getting into the Beachbody workout programs. I'm currently doing the 21-day fix. This is my second week, so I'm getting right into prepping meals to set me up for success during the week. Last week I got some of these, what do you call them? Divided containers. Got them from Amazon. There was a pack of 10. I've been using them over the weekend. I love the lid because it almost looks like it's a little tray, like a where you could put your food on should you need to. But I'm at home all day every day, so I tend not to need that. Obviously I just use it as a lid when I'm prepping salads and some dinners. So I thought I would show you quickly what I've kind of prepped just yesterday, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be prepping twice a week, maybe midweek, or if I'm going to prep on a Sunday and get a whole 5 days worth of meals prepared. Right now I think I've only got this will keep me going for 3 days. So I'm going to probably turn the camera around and show you what I've got set out on the island here, and just talk quickly about, at the same time, how to cook a spaghetti squash. I know a couple of you girls mentioned that you've never tried it, or you tried it once and you didn't like it. I've got one that I want to cook today, so I'm going to show you that at the same time. Once it's cooked, I'll record again and show you how it comes out, and I'll show you what I'm going to have with it for dinner. So let me turn the camera around and show you a couple of things. Okay, this is not going to be that easy because I've got no one to hold the camera for me. So you'll just have to bear with me and see what it comes out like. I'm sure I will do better videos as time goes on how I meal prep. I'm just trying to see if you can see. So I've got a couple of these. These are my favourite salads, and I've had one or two actually over the weekend, and I love them. And it's following the portion control from 21-day fix. In fact, there's a little bit less than what the portions give you because there's enough there, and I didn't want to squash it all in. So I've got here spinach salad, as you can see, a portion of protein, which is rotisserie chicken, and a portion of fruit, which you can have anything you want, but I tend to like strawberries or raspberries with this kind of salad. And on top I've got feta cheese and a few little walnuts. So if I just quickly show you what those containers were, if you've not got these yet and you're wondering, I simply fill a green container with the spinach. I'm allowed 3 greens a day. I filled a purple container with the fruit, and that went in there. In fact, a couple didn't fit, so they went in my mouth actually. A red container is for the chicken, the protein, and then in this little container, it doesn't look much, but this went in there, and that to me is quite enough for a salad. And this is for cheese and healthy fats, I think, like guacamole, hummus and stuff like that, or avocado. So I filled half of that with a few crumbles of feta cheese and then a few sprinkles on top, and they all fit in there quite nicely, so that's on top of there. So I've got a red, a purple, green, a blue. There's quite a lot in this salad, but I get 4 of these a day, 2 of these, so I'm still okay. Everyone just about gets a blue and an orange. Now, in an orange, you can put some dressing in, and the 21-day fix books has dressing that you can make. But a kind of cheat here because I love raspberry dressing, and this is Newman's Own Light. So I'm talking about 30 or 40 calories, which I'm not going to beat myself up about that it's not homemade or anything, because it really does make the salad for me. So, sorry if you couldn't see any of that, I was showing the containers. So that is a salad. It's just so easy to grab out of the fridge. I've made my husband some with mixed greens and cucumber and tomatoes, ham or even chicken, or hard-boiled eggs and a little bit of cheese, and I can't remember where I put in that one, which is why I'm going to be doing a few of these over time. But I've got those, super simple. As another idea, when I'm ready to grab a snack, I put these together. Now, if you haven't seen these, they're super easy to get hold of, these little tubs. Oops, I'm trying to look at the camera at the same time. These little tubs, as I've got the dressing in as well. Walmart, a great big bag of them. Comes with the lids, not very expensive at all, so you can pick them up where the paper plates are. So I've packed a few carrots and I've popped that in, and it's just easy to grab. That's one of my snacks during the day. So that's working out well for me. The other thing I wanted to mention, I prepped a couple of dinners. This is one of my favourites. Just I roast the sweet potato, and then once it's cooled down, kind of peel the skin off and just mash it. I have a little tub for the dogs because a teaspoon of sweet potato is very good for them, and I have a separate tub for me where again I portioned this out. The potatoes are a yellow container, and believe it or not, that is everything fit in there. And then I have some green beans. This was a little frozen packet, and a few sprinklings of the almonds came with it. And in here I will have chicken or salmon or pork tenderloin, whichever I'm having. I tend not to do my protein if I'm home until I'm ready to eat it, so that it's fresh. But I might plan ahead and do some chicken breasts and put it in there and see if it all heats up okay, in the evening when I'm ready to have dinner at 5 or 6 o'clock. So I have a couple of those, and yeah, let me show you before I finish off. When I do the chicken, or even the pork, well, not the pork tenderloin, but recently I brought these home from England, and they are super, super easy to use. And it's actually, let me get a one that I've just opened. They are actually paper, like parchment paper, and there's about 4 in, I think we've used these, there's 4 in a packet, and this is what they look like. And you simply put a chicken breast in there, or I had tilapia in there the other day, or you could put salmon in, but I like my salmon cooked in foil in other things. But this is great for the chicken, and you simply put your chicken in between and you put that in your pan, your skillet, frying pan, whatever you want to call it, and you cook it for about 10 minutes aside. It depends on how thick your chicken breast is, but it comes out coated in all of these lovely seasonings, and it's super, super easy. You don't have to put any oil in your skillet, so I'm really enjoying them. I do have an idea. I'm going to try to make my own at some point when I run out of these. I'm going to see if it works with like spraying it with olive oil spray or something, and then sprinkling whatever seasonings you want to use. So I'll try, but for now I'm using them, and they're really tasty. If you are in England, you'll know where to get them. And then, sorry if you're just staring at food, but this is the spaghetti squash, if you've never seen one. It's a small one, and I just tried to open it, and as you can see, it was very, very tough. But I managed to get it in half. I've scooped out the seeds. This is what it looks like. It's got seeds in, stringy, a bit like a pumpkin, but totally full of seeds there. When you scoop it out, you're going to get this. And I simply will place it down like this. Hang on a baking tray with foil. Both of them will go like that. You could spray spray it with a little oil. Not necessary. And I will put that in, I think I'm going to stick it in 375, and it'll probably take an hour. And then when it comes out, this will all be browned, and it should be soft. And then I'll show you when it's ready how we scrape it out. And it does come out looking like spaghetti. And I'll show you what I've got to go with that once it's finished. So there you go, a quick little video of what I've got going on today that's hopefully going to set me up for success. Maybe it's 3 days worth, and I will start and prep again on Wednesday. We'll see. I may in future do some better videos, but for now I hope that gave you some ideas on how to get started. And of course, what I didn't say was, if you don't want to put meals together, there is another part of prepping meals, well, prepping when you come home from the grocery store, and that's just to wash all of your fruit and vegetables, portion them up in Ziploc bags, like this if you want to, or like this as I've done with my pineapple, fresh pineapple. I've chopped it all up, and then it's ready to just grab a portion full, or I tend not to eat a full tub of, this kind of tub of pineapple. It's a very sweet fruit. So I usually would try to have half, and I'll probably pop that on top of a portion of Greek yogurt, and that is a red portion because it's protein. So, as I said, just prep as much as you can. You don't have to put meals together, but make sure your fruit, your veg and that are just easy to grab in the fridge, so you're not going to grab something else that you shouldn't, like chips or cookies and things like that. And it all helps. So with that, guys, I will say goodbye and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, here is the spaghetti squash after about an hour in the oven. I'm sorry if you can hear a whirring noise. That's still the fan oven going around. But as you can see, this is what it comes out like, and all you need to do is take a fork and start pulling it away from the sides. And I've got a tray here that I'm going to remove that. This is still a bit warm. You can leave it a little bit longer so it's cool. But what I would be doing is putting a portion or more. I haven't measured this, but I possibly would. Just trying to show you. So you would keep on scraping and empty it all out. And then, when I have a bed like that, kind of like spaghetti, I have here a huge bowl of it, some not spaghetti sauce, it's tomato sauce, just made from the new Fix8 cookbook that goes with the 21-day fix. But I had this simmering yesterday, and it's really nice and thick. It has red wine in it, so the flavour is quite intense or dense, or what's the word? It's just rich because it's got tomato paste in it as well. So I think half a cup of this is about 3, I think it might have been 3 green portion, 3 green tubs, which I wouldn't want half a cup, so I think I would just want literally a couple of spoonfuls, because I don't want to use up all my green containers, and that's honestly, that's all I would need. And my protein on there would possibly obviously be some homemade meatballs with ground beef, and then I would probably have some broccoli. I could have 2 different kinds of vegetables, or I could have a tiny little side salad in there afterwards. But that is my spaghetti, which I I tend to like eating this when I'm trying to cut out pasta. So there you have it. If you haven't tried spaghetti squash, give it a go. And you know, you never know, you might really enjoy it. If you don't like it, you never need to do it again. Thanks for checking back, guys. And before I go, here is the whole spaghetti squash. This is just a small one, and you can see it. It looks like a big bowl of spaghetti. So give it a try. I find it very buttery without even putting butter on. It's really nice.